cuties, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing something a little new today, and I hope you stick around to see what I'm going to talk about. In today's video, I wanted to talk about something that excites me. So what I wanted to talk about was 5 things that have changed since I've lost 45 pounds. I have a long way to go, as you can tell by what I look like, but also kind of just watching my channel if you've seen anything. I feel really good at the 45 pounds. It took me a really long time to lose that 45 pounds, but I feel healthier than ever, really. So let's get started. So number one, I've noticed that in my yoga practice, I've been trying to kind of increase. I used to do yoga all the time. I was, of course, much younger, probably not necessarily thinner, but younger. And I could do just about everything. I could never do a headstand though, but that's okay. But over the little bit of time that I've been losing weight recently, I've noticed I can finally do a few things that I wasn't able to do. For instance, there's a pose where you put one leg kind of, I guess, crossed over your other leg, but with your foot balanced on your knee, kind of like how some men cross their legs. And I wasn't able to do that. I guess my stomach just kind of got in the way. And I noticed probably about 2 weeks ago, I was able to do that, and it felt so good. I was so happy. So I'm hoping to progress a lot more. I think I'm going to actually increase it to twice a week instead of just once a week. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And number 2 is probably the more obvious one to me and maybe to you. And I've talked about this before, but the change in my face. It's just really pretty amazing how just 45 pounds can make such a difference in your face. So I'm actually gonna put up a side-by-side so you can really see the impact. The one where I look heavier is from August, I believe of 22. I should have checked the date, but we were on vacation in Canada, and when I saw that picture, that kind of probably sparked the real big interest in wanting to get healthier again, not just losing weight, but being able to walk better, not be as winded, and certainly look better. We all want to look better. So yeah, and the other side was pretty recently, because I see I got my hair cut. And number 3, I've been really working on actually over this last year. During my gym workouts, I've been going up and down the stairs. First, I started with a minute, just going up and down the stairs as much as I could, as fast as I could. I just did that minute. Then I progressed to a minute and a half, and I'm just about to start doing it for 2 minutes. And boy, what a difference that makes. I still, for some reason, get a little winded. I don't know if it's age or I just have to kind of work up to it, but it's definitely getting much better. And I notice it in strange ways, like when I'm bringing my laundry up from the basement, that basket full of clothes is getting a little bit easier. I'm not as winded when I get up the stairs, or when my husband and I are in our basement, we have a TV down there, and so we have to come up to the main floor and then go up to the bedroom. And I was having a hard time doing all of that in kind of one shot. Now I don't even think about it. So that's definitely a positive thing. Something that I'm still surprised about, like I said, that I'm still a little winded, but I'm working on it. And just a side note, I just passed my 1-year anniversary of my gym workouts. And as you might know, if you watch any of my videos, and I'll link a couple below in case you haven't seen them. But I'm working on weight training or strength training. And boy, I've come a long way with that for sure. I've been increasing over time the amount of weights I'm doing, different moves, and I'm increasing the reps. So I just surpassed my first year. Very excited. So I'm going to make some changes now because, of course, like I said, I've been increasing. So I got to keep up that momentum. But also I want to incorporate some new different moves, probably at least 6 poses or moves, especially abs. I haven't quite gotten the abs thing yet. So I'm going to work on that, but I'm really excited for the second year of strength training. Number 4. So number 4 is pretty great too. I noticed I can walk much faster at a faster pace without struggling. And usually it was my feet hurting. So I'm working on that. I've always struggled with that for as long as I can remember, probably since my 20s. I try different sneakers. I try stretching. I've done it all, but it's definitely getting a little bit better, but I'm also not as winded. And I'm not even thinking about it. And I know walking outside has been really helping. So I do try to do that 2 to 3 times a week. Usually Sunday morning has become my time. And I just get out there, I walk around my neighborhood. I do 1 mile, nothing too crazy on a Sunday morning, just to kind of start the day off right. And it feels good just to get some fresh air, weather permitting, of course. I will go when it's drizzling. I will not go if it's raining, but yeah, it feels really good. And then of course on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do walk outside. And usually on Tuesdays, I can do a much longer walk. So that's nice, 2.5 miles. Thursdays, depending on the weather again, I do around 2.5 miles on that day. So yeah, that's definitely a big change I've noticed for sure. And I'm sure that's partially losing weight and also being in the gym and getting stronger. I do a lot of leg work, so I know my legs are getting much stronger. So that's really good. And lastly, number 5. This comes with a little explanation. So I'll just say what it is. I've been using workouts to relieve a little bit of stress. So pretty recently, I've had a little extra stress in my life that I used to hear people say this, working out is going to relieve stress. And I thought, yeah, okay, maybe. But when you're kind of in a headspace where you're stressed and you've got things to do that are taking your time, you're not thinking about working out. Well, I had a couple instances where I kind of felt anxious. I needed to kind of do some deep breathing, which I did, a little bit of meditation, but I decided to work out. I didn't want to miss a workout because I knew that would be worse, but I thought, okay, I'm just going to work out. I'll see how I feel afterwards. And then I have a few things to do. So of course that's on your mind when you kind of are on a schedule. So I did the workout and it's really true what people say. It really helped that kind of anxious feeling, that stress, that all up in my head kind of feeling. So it really, really does work. So I will remember that and do that whenever I'm feeling that anxious feeling, that extra stress. So yeah, it definitely works for sure. So I hope this video gave you some motivation maybe if you're looking to lose some weight. And 45 pounds to some people is a lot. Like I said, I have a long way to go, but noticing these changes, the scale is not moving as quickly as I wish it was, and I've addressed that in previous videos also. Back in the day, you could lose 6, 7, 8 pounds in 1 week. When I first started Weight Watchers back in the day, that first week was like crazy numbers. I'm not losing that way anymore. And I think part of it is age. Part of it could also be my thyroid, postmenopausal. It could also be that I'm strength training, which I never really took too seriously before. But you know what? I feel like the alternative is what? To stop doing it altogether. where will that get me except gaining weight? So I feel stronger, like I mentioned. I feel good. So I'm just going to go with what the scale says. And I'm trying not to let that dictate how I feel, because it used to really affect me. When I felt like I was doing perfectly, and the scale wasn't moving down like I thought it should, it would send me in a tailspin. Sometimes I would even just binge and say, forget this. Sometimes I'd even give up. But I just don't want the scale to have that kind of hold or control over me anymore. I'm really, really working on that. So yeah, but these 5 things definitely make me feel good. It motivates me to keep going for sure. I'm hoping very soon to have some progress pictures. I haven't posted some in a long time. And like I said, probably since February until now, the scales only move slightly. So I don't know how much of a difference I'm gonna see. And I kind of want to wait a little bit and, share that when I really see some changes. And I hope you stick around for that. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And if you hit the bell notifications and hit all, you'll see when I post new videos, including hopefully a progress picture video and kind of another update. I also do cook with me videos. I do grocery hauls, and I do what I eat in a day. Those are my favorite to do, and I think you guys enjoy that too. So thanks for watching and have a great day.